we making any trips next year? Like this, but time we do a boys trip somewhere, bro.
Where you gonna go? Trinidad?
We Trini, Panama, DR, all them places we could go. We can't go Jamaica for sure. Everyone just they killed Jamaica. I don't want to see another Jamaica video on Instagram.
Give me the budget. Like put the cake aside, we make this happen.
We should do something in April. Cuba and all. Me and Thomas had a nice time in Cuba when we've been to Cuba.
Cuba.
Cuba? Oh. Cuba.
Yeah, that's how you pronounce it.
Cuba.
Yeah. That'd be good.
That'll be nice. Let's go. We ready? We in this?
New banks and infinite rivers.
Welcome to episode 36 of the 2 for 2 podcast. I'm your host, Rivers, here today with some of my good friends and a co-host. Banks is here, Tali here, Thomas here. How's everyone doing? How's your mental health? How's your family? How's everything? You good?
Is it safe to say we short staffed today? Or we good? We rocking?
We've been short staffed for at least 6 months now. We've been short staffed for a very long time.
All right.
But you good? What's popping? What's new? Come on, give me something.
Time to get back to the money.
You say that every podcast.
I
you
never
don't
said
get
that.
to the money yet?
I never said that. When I said that? I know I answered the last podcast.
Just saying, buddy. So you good?
Mm-hmm.
Nothing new, nothing to talk about.
We can
Come on, don't get shy now, man. We've been here talking this entire time. Cameras on now.
Nah, for everybody, you know me who's watched the podcast. Y'all know Banks, you know, shy nigga. So we ain't even get start that.
But that's only when you talking about pussy.
Wow. So pussy's the money thing I thought.
I have had people tell me that you only get in your bag when it's sex talks.
At least I just get in the bag.
In the streets.
Well, you know, the streets can talk. The thing about it is, if they ain't saying nothing about you, then you ain't popping. So I go with that. Let them talk.
Well, let's see what we got. You want to get to some sad news?
Oh, yeah.
One time? Okay, so last weekend was Halloween weekend. I didn't do much. Did you do anything on the weekend? On that weekend? You going out? Any Halloween parties?
I stayed in the night, to be honest.
Yeah, well, Halloween fall on a Sunday, if I wasn't mistaken. But the entire weekend, I didn't do anything. Yeah, so I didn't do anything that entire weekend. I was home watching the game, watching movies, stuff like that. Sunday night was Halloween. I think I went to bed early Sunday.
Me too.
Woke up like around 5, checked my phone. And I usually don't check my phone that early. Went on Instagram, saw the post. I think it was from one of those blog sites, TMZ it may be. Said, Atlanta rappers Quavo Takeoff has been shot. It's alleged that Takeoff is dead. Looked at the post. I couldn't believe it. So I put my phone back down and gone back to sleep. Wake back up at 8, like around 8 o'clock. Long story, even longer. Woke back up. It was still on my mind. But I was hoping that, it was some...
Prank.
Not a prank, but false. I hope the story was false.
Yeah.
I wasn't anticipating it being real. So went back on social media, started to see posts everywhere, the RIP posts, Takeoff. So I was going off the first post that I saw where it said Quavo got shot too. So I was like, I didn't see anybody posting anything but Quavo. So I was like, okay, well, hopefully he wasn't shot as well. But I still couldn't believe it. It still didn't feel real. And then more reports started to come in as to what happened. It was a dice scheme and so on and so forth. But this is a huge loss for hip-hop. It's a huge loss for Atlanta rap. First and foremost, Rest in peace, Takeoff. Prayers and condolences to his family and loved ones. This is a sad moment in hip hop, but I feel like this is starting to become a norm for us. Every other podcast or every month we come in here and we talk about a rapper, somebody in the music industry, or especially in hip hop culture, coming to their demise in this way. It's sad and unfortunate. I won't get into the details of what is alleged to happen because, like I said, reports. The story is still not unfold yet.
Still under investigation.
The police are still investigating the matter. There's no concrete evidence as to what happened. I've heard all the stories, all the YouTube detectives. I've watched many videos, but I refuse to believe some of the things I've seen until I get concrete evidence as to what happened. Who knows when that would be? These guys have been staple in hip hop for over a decade now.
Not just about.
They've been solidified in the game. Some would say they're the Beatles of hip hop.
Best rap group for sure.
Definitely.
Hands down.
World renowned. And it's sad that, well, I was pretty okay with Quavo leaving the group. Sorry, not Quavo, Takeoff, Offset, leaving the group.
Mm-hmm.
Because I understood what comes with that. I understand at certain points in your life you have to grow, you have to expound. Not all groups are going to be together forever. So I was cool with that. I was understanding that was a business decision.
Mm-hmm.
But in the back of my mind, I still had some thought that maybe at some point we would get something else from them. We would get another album,
Culture 4,
another song, another tour, or something like that from them. Not knowing that less than a year later, we would never be able to say we'll see them together again. That's one of the saddest things for me. Besides his family, the whole QC family, prayers and condolences to them. I don't know if he have kids. I'm unaware of that, but it's just a sad situation, and I think that there needs to be some change. I don't want to sound cliche, and I don't want to sound like a hip hop guru, but there needs to be some change in hip hop music. Just like in all forms of entertainment, there's a competitive nature.
Mm-hmm.
All forms of entertainment, whether it be wrestling, whether it be boxing, there's some competitiveness. So you have, even in different forms, in different genres of music, artists are competing with one another for top spots, playlists, and all those things now. But the difference in hip hop culture is they leave that there, in that array, in that arena.
Mm-hmm.
So the music is separated from their lifestyle, I believe. In hip hop, they still try to tie the two in together, the music and the lifestyle. And that's what needs to be separated in music, in hip hop culture. I think that hip hop needs to have more organization and it needs more professionalism.
Well, see, that's the thing. I don't think it's hip hop itself. I think it's the guys that placing themselves in bad predicaments or bad situations. Personally, I don't know that, like you said, I don't know the correct ins and outs or all the details exactly, but they had a gambling game going on, shooting dice, right? The stakes might be high, the money might be higher than a regular dice game.
But that,
anywhere.
I don't know for sure that was the case.
No, it's being confirmed that they were gambling. Now we don't know what transpired for it to escalate to that point, but they were gambling, they were shooting dice.
Well, let me correct myself in what I was saying. I don't want to make it as though this is a hip hop issue.
Okay.
But the culture of hip hop and the way a lot of rappers, I guess, personify themselves as street individuals.
Right.
So the street culture ties in a lot to hip hop.
Okay, that sounds
And
better.
that's what I think we need to separate. I think we need to separate these guys being businessmen and understand the level of importance they have not only to themselves but to the business of hip hop. You see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
I don't feel as though even if it was, let's just say it was a dice game, they millionaires.
Exactly.
They have no need to be in those predicaments.
And
They have
that's-
no need to be in those environments.
And that's what I'm saying. Like, I mean, if they wanted to have a dice game, they could have picked better surroundings, better circumstances.
They gonna go to Vegas.
But see, they don't want to get taxed on their money. That's the thing. They don't want to gamble in the casino because they're gonna get taxed on their winnings.
But you's a millionaire. I mean, I can't judge. Don't get me wrong. I don't, like I said, I don't want to go in depth about what happened because it's still all speculation.
Mm-hmm.
But I think there needs to be some level of understanding in hip hop that you could leave the competitiveness in the music. We don't
Right.
have to have a personal beef with one another. You know what I mean? To make good music.
Yeah, but see, like once again, that didn't stem off.
No, I know,
yeah,
but
right.
I'm speaking
Yeah.
to the culture, and that's me taking the situation out of it. I'm
Okay.
speaking only to the culture of hip hop,
Okay.
only to the culture, and that's what I think needs to change in hip hop. Because if you start somewhat by identifying the music and the types of music that we display as African Americans and Black people and whatever you want to call us. I mean, we're not African Americans by no way, but I'm just saying, majority of the rappers in the hip hop industry are African American. If we want to send out a new message, we could do that. We could learn better ways to organize and still be competitive in our space and still dominate in our space without it having to bring that to real life.
Well, I mean, Drake is a good example of that. Drake is great at what he does, and he doesn't personify street life or street music at all. He goes into the pop. He does a little bit of techno. He branches himself out, and he is Black as well as. I mean, he's mixed, but he has Black in him, so he's identified as a Black man.
But that's what I don't understand. Like those guys are pop too. They were world renowned. You know, they just I wouldn't just classify them as hip hop artists.
Right.
They were pop artists. They had a few pop songs. They were known worldwide. You see those guys on TV shows and all those things. Like that don't happen just to regular rappers.
Yeah, but see, it's all about a mindset too. They came from the urban parts of Atlanta, whereas Drake came from Canada. So it might have been their background would have showed them different ways and different way to do things. For example, you would never catch Drake in a predicament where it might hinder his safety. You would never catch him in that kind of predicament.
Well-
His team wouldn't even allow that.
Well, I'll offer some pushback because I believe they felt like they were safe where they were.
How? Without security.
Well,
Your homeboy having a gun ain't security. We talked about this before when it comes to PNB Rock.
I agree with you.
Highest security.
I agree with you. However, in the hands that they said that they were in, allegedly,
Okay, right. Mhm.
I feel like they felt like they were safe because of the people that it's alleged that they were with.
Mhm.
I felt like they felt like they were safe in that situation. That's why you saw Takeoff with all the jewelry on, and I didn't see Quavo with a bunch of jewelry on, but who knows? He had a bunch of money in one of the videos that I saw. So who knows what their mindset was? My whole thing is, I don't think they should have been in that predicament.
And I agree. Like I said, like the kind of lifestyle they have and the kind of money that they have, they could have done it better. Shit, they could have had a gambling game by their house. Shit, they could have had a gambling game by that suite or whatever hotel they were staying in Houston, where only they know who come into the room, they know who come to the suite, so they can control the environment much better. You see what I'm saying? Like no random niggas walk around holding a tool or whatever the case may be. And then you got security, the guy, whoever comes up, search everybody, make sure no weapons are done. Like, there's plenty of ways you could have done that with the money that they have on their
Well,
resources.
Just for the viewers at home and for the purpose of this podcast, I will give out a disclaimer and expound on what it is we're talking about, because allegedly the story is that they were at Jay Prince's Charles Prince birthday party. That's the son of Jay Prince.
All right.
They was at this bowling alley. There was a gambling game, but it wasn't no argument over the gambling game. The argument allegedly came after the gambling game when someone said something to Quavo, and he didn't like it, and there were words exchanged. Quavo tried to leave, and that's when the altercation happened.
Right.
And all this is speculation, all this is alleged because we don't know the facts yet. I just think that as rappers of their stature, or as entertainers of their stature, they should have never been in that situation. They should have never been in that environment. And rappers need to understand the importance, not only in the industry, but understand the importance to other people's lives. You gotta protect your investment, man.
You gotta protect yourself.
You gotta, but before that, you gotta protect the investment. Like those guys with the investment. You gotta know the numbers. They just put out an album a week ago.
But I can double, the numbers can double now.
And you gotta know that these people are priority. So to get them home is priority.
All right.
Some people don't understand the blessing of going out and coming back home safe. And that's what a lot of people have to understand. But like I said, prayers and condolences to his family. It's sad. I hope we don't have to have a conversation like this. No more for the year. But who knows? You have anything else to say on that?
I just want to say I saw that he got a lot of love. They spoke highly about his character, the kind of guy that he was. And you could tell from the interviewers and the interaction they would always have on camera. He was always the quiet one, the more laid back one in the cut. And so it is very shocking and surprising that he would be the one who actually got hit. Although everybody, you know what I mean? So it is sad. And we've lost a lot of rappers to the gun violence or to any senseless killing. Or it's been a few, but like you say, hopefully you don't have to come back here and speak about this again. No time for the year for anybody. Rappers in the Bahamas or rappers abroad.
Yeah.
So
sad, man. But I want to get into some new music. I don't know if you heard the 21 Savage and the Boy. They
21,
dropped.
21.
They dropped. Oh man, I wish I had the speakers because we really need to know what's going on right now with that.
21.
So Drake, 21 Savage dropped the album Her Loss last Friday.
Shit is fire though. Say it.
I want.
Shit is fire.
What do you think about the album? Or what do you think about what you heard so far on the album?
Drake rapping. I love to hear this nigga rap. Like, talk that shit versus, don't get me wrong, some of his singing songs or the catchy songs, they'd be all right, but I like to hear him say that shit, dog. And then, like you say, 21, he did his thing. So I like it. There's a few songs I like. I really like the Privileged Rapper and the Bullshit one. They're my two favorite right now.
This, for me, is one of my favorite Drake albums from the past 7 years, maybe.
That long?
Yeah. I think the last album that I really liked from him was Views from the Six. Not to say that the rest of them weren't great. They just weren't for me.
I think I like More Life after Views from the Six. More Life is after that, right?
More Life is a tough second.
Yeah.
But I still like Views. I feel like Views had a lot of variety on there. That's the first time since Views that Drake is really rapping. Like,
yeah,
he really got into his shit.
And that's what I like.
And what surprised me, because I'm a casual 21 fan, I ain't the biggest fan of him, I wouldn't tell you no lie. But 21 left Earth a few times on this album.
I'm not even a fan of 21, but like you say, he did his thing.
Like, I don't think I played the album Friday. I played it on Saturday. And I was maybe like 3 songs through. And I had to look at the track list to see like what track I on. Like these niggas really going ham from the jump of this album.
As they should.
And they still had 13 more songs to go. I was like, God damn. So when I got to like track 6, I skipped one fucking beat. One beat. Bars after bars. 21 Savage. Come on, man.
21,
Come on, man. Hey. I appreciate a great Drake album.
Yeah.
This more so to me was a Drake album than a 21 album. Granted, 21 did his thing, but Drake,
You like the 21 and Drake collab better than Drake and Future?
yeah, way better.
Yeah.
Way better. I felt like the Drake and Future was more so of that was a promo run, like a money grab thing. Like, you know what I mean? Like it was more so of we got the ball in our court right now.
Let's take advantage of it.
Yeah, let's run the clock out. See what we could get. You know what I mean? I didn't feel like that was like a solidified collab. I don't feel like that was. It wasn't no real chemistry. They had a few hits on there. They had what, Jumpman. What the next one was?
They are playing. Where You At was nice. Jumpman was nice.
I felt like the
remember
songs that came after that with him and Future was much better than what was on the album.
Diamonds Dancing, I think. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, a couple.
So
I like both. I think I like Future just a little bit. Him and Future collab just a little bit better than him and 21. Don't get me wrong, him and 21 still fire, but I think I like the Drake and the Future one. That's just a little bit better. But and then you got like at the time frame and the time, and Drake has evolved a lot. So, but like you say, he talking that shit on this one.
right.
He talking that shit, and I appreciate that. I like that. I needed to hear that shit from him. I thought he lost it, so I needed to hear that again. Especially the one with him by himself.
Yeah.
He was saying some shit on that. You remember the shit he said? He was like, "Oh yeah, you heard about?" He's saying that shit. So I like him on that.
And he said they don't ask for my ID in the club because they know I'm 21. Come on, man.
I see someone post a meme with that shit.
You really. Yeah, but that was a great album. I started to listen to Baby Keem's album. Baby Keem is it.
He
Like,
signed Top Dog.
yeah, I think he said. Hold on, let me see. Let me see what this album is under. This is under Baby Keem license Columbia, Sony division. Oh, okay. So that's Sony Music,
Okay.
Columbia. But he's probably signed a Top Dog. Just the distribution though. Columbia's distribution, and the license come from Sony. So yeah, this is probably a Top Dog album. This was a great album. Him and Kendrick together, I think they make phenomenal music. They had a few features on the Don Toliver. They had Travis Scott. The name of the album is the Methodical Blue.
Methodical Blue.
Yeah, that's a really great album.
It's Baby Keem's album.
Yeah,
and-
Baby Keem's album.
okay.
But just
Yeah,
they had a few. He had a few Kendrick features on there.
Okay, that's all.
Speaking of Quavo and Takeoff, I listened to their album once. I think I have to go over it again. I heard a few songs on there I really like. Only Built for Infinity Links. That's the name of the album. My favorite on there so far, obviously, is Hotel Lobby. That's the single that's out now.
I like Massey though.
I don't think I remember that one.
That's the one that dropped the day before he died.
Yes. I heard that.
Yeah, so I like
that as
Massey.
well.
I think Massey's nice.
Coco Jones bringing the album. What I didn't tell you.
Coco Jones, that's the girl from Bella. Yeah.
Yes, that is her.
Hillary.
Yeah, she grew on me. Like I heard one of her songs a few years ago, but this album is really good. That's all I heard so far over the weekend. I don't know what else dropped. Did you listen to any other music besides Her Loss?
Nah.
Freddie Gibbs had a few really good album came out.
I want you to know I've never heard any song from Freddie Gibbs.
No?
I only know about Freddie Gibbs because of the controversy he had with Jeezy.
He's phenomenal. Great New York rapper.
Are you from New York?
Yeah. It's really good.
Okay.
Yeah, that's all I have in music. Come on, tell me about the time Tell me about the time
Mm.
you fucked a girl and it ended up being someone that was close to a girl you already fucked.
So they were friends,
They were friends and you didn't know at the time you fucked,
right?
but you found it afterwards. And they found it afterwards. Tell me how awkward that got.
I have
Never
I
happened?
I have a few situations like that. I had a situation where I had a fucking best friends and I didn't know they were best friends like you say initially, and then when they found out, I got ghosted, but I knew why, because I was like, oh shit, they friends.
Hold
You know
on,
what
so
I mean?
you found out before they found out?
I think at the time it was the same, because what happened was she posted a video and I was like, they friends, but I didn't say anything, and I guess I don't know, probably she might have been watching my status, might have showed her my picture, mentioned my name, and then she just faded in the background. There was no conversation, no explanation, but I understood, I knew why. You know what I mean?
You ever tried to double back after that?
Nah, I didn't need to. I need to do my work. I mean, because
You know,
I feel like I leave a bad taste in your mouth. You know what I mean? Because
sometimes
Super
the
friend.
bad days is really that brings some good.
now I've had other situations where I've had sex with friends and they was cool with it. They was okay. You know what I mean? But I think that was the only one I can remember where it was an issue.
What's your standards on having sex with someone that's married? A woman that's married.
Not my forte. I don't even like girls who have boy. I don't even like girls if they have a boyfriend because that's a lot of
What?
complication.
That's the best.
Nah, that's a lot of complications. Because my thought process on that is, I don't wanna cause a vibe between me and the nigga over a gal I don't even really want. I don't want her to be my woman. I don't want to take off from him, so I don't want to cause a vibe. If I can cause a vibe with a nigga, it could be over some other shit.
Okay,
Feel
let
me?
me put conditions to it. What if it's a married woman who, well, her and her husband not divorced, but they
Separated.
or maybe not separated, but right now they probably ain't living together. They probably ain't, you know what I mean?
Well,
Would you? Come on, don't get shy now with me.
she gotta pursue me. That wouldn't be something I would still
You go
pursue.
what?
She gotta pursue me,
Yeah.
and then I'd be like, fuck it, I knock it down for the record or whatever. But that whole that's still a mess situation. You know what I mean? Because on paper they still be married, and then some niggas weird. He might not be interested in that at all, but the minute he know
Someone
next
else want
year, you know what I mean, or some nigga have a standard on it, he went double back. You see what he's saying? So nah, she gotta be really like pursuing it, and then it probably be like one and done, or probably like 3 times, like knock it out 3 times like that. Nah, I don't fuck with it no more.
Your thoughts? You believe everybody? Well, that's kind of rhetorical question. I wanted to ask, do you believe that marriage is meant for everybody? But I don't think that's possible.
Of course not. Of course not. Marriage not.
All
for
right.
everybody.
Do you believe there's someone for everybody? Like there's a
Yeah.
person for everyone? You
Yeah.
believe that?
Yeah.
I don't.
So what do you like? You feel like what? Some people just be lonely? Like what do you mean?
I don't believe there's a particular person for somebody because I don't believe that one person can fulfill every need that you have. In order for you to have a person, that person has to be everything for you. I don't believe that's possible. I believe people come into your life for times and periods. And sometimes the time expires faster than others. You know what I mean? So I don't feel like there's one person that's going to fulfill every need or fulfill every want that you may have in the world. You know what I mean?
I agree with
I
that.
feel like there's going to be somebody that you could go to that you'll have better conversations with than your partner. I believe there's somebody that they would make you, I wouldn't say happier, but you could laugh more with them. You may not have to be as serious as you are with the person you're with. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that might not be anything sexual.
No.
It could be platonic.
It could just be chemistry.
Chemistry, yeah.
You know what I mean?
I don't believe it's one person that has every particular ingredient that you need to make you feel fulfilled socially.
No, I agree with that. But I didn't think you was meaning that much in depth. I just thought you was meaning like okay, for example, if I see a girl like one man shots is another man treasure kind of thing. I thought you meant like that. Like you're also gonna find someone who's gonna find you to be the apple of their eye or that particular thing. I thought you meant like that.
Well, go ahead. Sorry.
But I mean, and it's funny you said like how you break that down because remember we spoke about I think on the last episode of polygamy. I remember the picture we sent in the group. The guy was actually speaking on that like he's saying like monogamy kind of that doesn't make sense because with polygamy you have a mommy, you have a dad, you have siblings, and you love all of them. So you love different people. So like you say, it's different people for different aspects of your life. And
but
so
all of them play different roles.
Exactly.
Right.
And you love and you care for all of them. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
Yeah, I also don't believe that you can only be in love with one person at a time. I don't believe that.
I don't believe that either.
And that don't have nothing to do with polygamous or monogamous relationships. I'm not talking only in a romantic sense. I feel like you could love a person like that camera going down. You remember that? Yeah. I believe you could love a person beyond romanticism in like multiple ways. Like it doesn't
elaborate on that.
That's a word. That's a word, right?
No,
that's not a word.
That's River's word. That's
romanticism.
Word.
That's not a word.
I would think not.
Well, what it is then? What is it?
Romantic?
No,
Romance?
but it is a word. I just ain't saying it right.
Let's ask Siri later.
Yeah, we could Google it. I wish we had someone here to Google it now. But yeah, I feel like you could fall in love with multiple people. Everyone doesn't have to be in a sexual sense or a romantic sense. It can be you love this person
as a friend.
Not really. I mean, as a friend, but yeah, as a person. You know what I mean? You could love a person. You could even love more. I believe you could even love more than one person. I sound like I'm making sense
romantically.
Right now. You could love more than one person romantically. I feel as though you could.
Well, I mean, okay. Here's what I'm gathering. I think I agree about. I think you can love more than one person romantically, and anything platonic or friends wise you can love. Because like that's what I'm saying. Like you love friends, you love like you know how much people like females have like two and three best friends.
Or is it?
And then you love people for different reasons, like you said.
Because this is an open conversation.
Mm-hmm.
Or is it you could be in love with the idea of those different people? You know what I mean? Like you're not literally in love, but you know a lot of people feel like.
See, is in love and have love for you.
No, that's two different. I'm talking about in love.
Okay.
You know how a lot of people feel like they're in love with you, but a lot of people they just fantasize off that idea, and they don't really experience true love.
Yes, and then when they experience true love, they realize they didn't love you. Was like, yeah, I get
right.
What you're saying. Okay.
So it could be that too.
Mm-hmm.
I believe a lot of people fall in love with the idea of loving somebody or loving multiple people. But I think that's possible. I don't think like your love could be. I don't think your love has to be isolated to only one person.
Agreed.
Even in a romantic sense. Now, this is all just for podcasting now. I don't say I going out there.
So I got to get back to you because you asked me to tell you what happened to your times when you fucked friends or cousins or sisters or...
For some reason...
Watch the cap, yo. Watch the cap.
No, for real. For some reason, right? They always find out before I fuck the next one.
Oh, okay.
So
you know. So
in one or two cases, I know.
So your plan was
I always know.
So your plan is to be the fucking dude up.
You think I can say something? You think I can say, hey, I know your friend? No. No. That's stupid. But,
that's being honorable. That's being honorable. That's being a good man, you know? As you so say you are.
Yeah, I'm a good person.
So you should let them know, hey, I don't know how you feel, but me and Susie had sex back in the day.
I would, depending on the relationship.
If it's serious enough. If y'all getting somewhere.
Like if we really have a good relationship and we really close with one another, I would let them know.
I let you know. I let you know.
If I just trying to knock it, then
Yeah, it don't matter.
yeah, I ain't telling you that.
Fair enough. Fair
Yeah.
enough. I fucks with that. I fucks with that.
Now this is for all entertainment, guys. Just saying, this all entertainment purposes, for the purpose of the podcast. But yeah,
Yeah, that's all good. That's all good.
what do you have anything else to talk about? Let's talk about Kyrie Irving. Kyrie Irving is under fire.
For the video,
He's been suspended for 5 games, and Nike has also suspended him, and they're not producing his tennis for this season
Wow.
because he promoted or quote unquote reposted a video, an Alex Jones video that has some segments of anti-Semitism in there. Now they are forcing him to publicly apologize, which he has done already. But he's still under suspension. What is your thoughts on this entire situation? Do you feel like freedom of speech is gone? Do you feel like your ability or free will to think conspiracy or preach conspiracy is gone? Do you feel like the conspiracy theorist era is over with now? Because a lot of these people that are under fire and getting in trouble for the things that they say are quote unquote conspiracy theorists. Kyrie Irving had a situation last year where he felt like the earth is flat. I don't feel like the earth is flat. That's conspiracy bullshit. But he's now finding himself in some hot water because of the situation. How do you feel about this?
Every time I see situations where they have people getting suspended or being penalized for the things that they may have said or however, right? I say to myself, I must can't be a celebrity, bro. Because the shit that these people is get in problems for, they minuscule things, but these are like you say, these are people personal opinions, but and freedom they could say these things, bro.
Yep.
That doesn't mean like it's facts or they hate towards this person or hate towards what they saying. That is how they feel. That makes no sense to me. But like I don't get it. I would have been sued and canceled and all these things a long time.
I get it along the lines of him having a huge platform and him having influence over people. I get it along those lines. So as an adult or someone who has that responsibility, you should know within yourself certain things you say or do could be scrutinized.
I do like...
But I still feel as though that you should have, especially in the land that they say is so free will and your own mind to say and believe what you want to believe without being scrutinized for it. So it's a double-edged sword for me.
Like, I mean, like you say, I don't think he should, or people with the platforms and responsibilities and all these fans who look up to them and idolize them, I don't think they should be just saying reckless shit. But in terms of what he did,
yeah,
that's nothing. That is nothing to be penalized for in such a harsh way. I think they overstepping their boundaries and doing too much. That's how I personally feel. And I really love the way he responded to them though. Like, what my people been through? Well,
that video I show you, that they didn't put that out in the media at all. So what they only put a part of the interview where he answered a few questions. He made it seem like he was giving them pushback.
Okay.
But they didn't put that part. Like someone dig that up and put that on social media.
Well, I like that.
Yeah.
That was really dope. And that's how I feel like you should deal with these people. But like, y'all want to turn a blind eye to all the years of you were enslaved and all this shit. But then the nigga reposting all this shit about the Jews are ready to go to war. You know, they freaking, y'all might call other teams didn't want to pick him up if he gets dropped from the net. So like, it's weird, dog. For that one little thing.
That's media. Media has the control and the ability to filter what they want you to see. And that's the sad thing about media. That's the conditioning about media. That's why a lot of people think the way they think. And so many people have a socialized mind.
Yeah.
And so many people are socialized in the way that they only think what they see from the media. And they don't have the ability to think out of the box or think for themselves. That's the same thing with Kanye. Now, granted, I don't agree with the way that Kanye is doing things, but some of the things that he is saying, I can totally agree with, and I get where he's coming from. He's been wild. I ain't gonna lie, he been wilding for a while. But you still gotta understand that man's plight. Like where he's coming from and how he's speaking a lot of facts. He's just not able to articulate his thoughts the way that he should. So it comes across insensitive to a lot of people, in my opinion.
I don't like, I'm gonna sound like, I'm not a major fan of Kanye. I like his music. I just think he's overrated. You know that, but I love the fact that he says whatever he wants to say and don't give a shit. I like that. Because that's how I would want to live my life too. But like I saying this and fuck it, penalize me, but I ain't got time for that shit. Like I can't be living my life censored to everybody's feelings, but the world has become so sensitive. And we've said this a few times. The world has become so sensitive.
I agree, but I also have to offer pushback on that. So what if at that stature it's not about you and only you? See, now when you look at individuals like Kanye or Kyrie Irving, they're not only the breadwinners, they're the investment. So you have to look at all the people that surround them, all the people that eat off of them. And as an adult or as somebody of that stature, you have to say to yourself, okay, if I do this, if I say this, this could harm this group of people, this can harm this group of people. I could stop the flow of money from over here. I could stop business from over here. And all that affects the people that is around me. So at some point, you have to look at it on the grandiose scheme of it's not just about you and what you think and how you feel at a certain point. Sometimes it's good to hold your mouth and say less, especially when you're someone at that magnitude and under the spotlight.
Okay, so when you're someone at that magnitude under the spotlight, don't you have agents or lawyers or whomever, advisories? You don't want people who give you advice and hey.
Yeah, but they can't give me advice if I sit in an interview and you're talking and I just say something.
You do know in most cases they coach you, hey, just in case
that's PR,
this is sad.
Public relation.
Yeah.
But if I sit in an interview, just me and you talking, or let's say not even that. Look at Donald Sterling. Sorry, the guy from
with the racist comment.
Yeah, the guy from the Clippers. He didn't know he was being recorded. So he was sitting at home and it's private.
Well, that's different. That one is different.
And someone was recording him secretively. So certain situations you can't avoid, but you just have to know the importance of your stature and the importance of everyone else that's surrounding you and everyone else that's dependent on you. You see what I'm saying? Now there's a lot of people that Kyrie Irving may not be able to pay. That's just me speaking vaguely about the situation. I don't know in depth how his situation is, but yeah, those are consequences he have to deal with because a tweet, which I don't think is right, but that's the way it is when you put yourself in that light.
He ain't put himself in the light, man. He just wants to play ball and make money for your family. They ain't like
that's what comes with it.
You know what I mean?
That's what comes with it. He could have gone on one.
You think
one league and didn't have to deal with none of that.
You think most of the niggas who go in the league say to themselves, but if I join the league, I gotta watch everything I do and say and one little tweet, I could lose it. They ain't thinking that, but they thinking I made it here. I can provide for my family. Now that we all know there's a lot of little things that come with the fame and there's what's not. Yeah, but something as small as a tweet, I sure ain't none of them niggas thinking that could cost me.
Well, if that was any regular Joe Blow, I don't think it would have run that way. But that's Kyrie Irving. Kyrie Irving is top there. So at one point he was gonna be the face of the league, but it never happened. So it's different levels. Mm-hmm. That was the 15th man on the bench. That would have been no problem. He'd have hair but that for one day and blow over. No suspension, no nothing. That's Kyrie Irving. And that's the things, some of the things they have to look at.
To whom much is given, much is tested.
Exactly.
I get it.
Yeah. What else? We have anything we had going on in the country before we get out here? We had a few murders last week. Some crazy shit been going on lately. Please, guys, I preach this all the time. Keep your head on the swivel. This is the holiday. A lot of shit gonna be going on. A lot of robbing. A lot of mischief.
Yeah.
Guys, stay protected. Stay dangerous if you have to. But seriously, on a serious note, pay attention to your surroundings. Watch your rear view mirror before you get home. Call somebody. All those things.
Yeah, this sticky season for real. Christmas coming, niggas wanna buy stuff for the girl. What I don't understand is, right, if I was a street nigga, I was a robber or whatever. My girl got me putting this kind of pressure on me, bro.
Tell me the time that has happened to you.
What?
You've been put in a sticky situation with a woman that wants you to provide something for her that you may not can't afford at the time.
Rivers, I'm the kind of guy, I have no problem telling you, baby, I ain't got it. If you hate me or love me any less, I'm sorry, I ain't got it. Check me for your birthday. Or what I'll do is, if the money don't come in Christmas in time for Christmas, I might just get you some just because gift to boys your head off. But baby, I ain't stressing my things, but something I can't control right there and then, buddy. Sorry to say.
You think Drake telling her he ain't got it?
Drake got it.
All right.
I don't have it.
That's what you going through. The boy will take it to Turks quick.
I mean, she ain't got no loyalty. Go away. I go to you, yes.
Should she though?
What?
Should she have loyalty to someone who can't provide for?
No, I can't buy that Christmas gift right there and then.
No, I'm just saying on the whole, like this is another conversation for.
I mean, that's a test that goes towards her character. You know what I mean? They say a woman's loyalty is tested. Well, a woman's loyalty is tested when a man has nothing. A man's loyalty is tested when he has everything. You know what I'm saying?
Mm.
So, if she's a good woman, she can love that nigga for who he is, not what he got. So I ain't got nothing to do with it. So if she only there for what I got, she could care ass. I shouldn't feel no way for what I lose because I didn't lose anything.
Yeah.
I lose a leech, if anything. Not a good woman.
Yeah.
So.
Anything you got going on this weekend?
No, not this weekend. Nah.
Nothing?
The weekend, I just be in daddy mode, big guy. I ease up on partying as well. I ease up
when
a lot
you say
of partying.
ease up now, what do you mean ease up? Because
I've been on like for 2 weeks now. 2-3 weeks I let you down. I've been over.
Hey, we gotta come on this podcast and start telling the truth for once. I need the dog.
No, I've been over for like 2 weeks. 2 weeks. Right. If I been anywhere, I was like I had a family party this weekend going.
Right.
I wanted to be like a private set and then get a game night or whatever the case may be, or that everybody just sitting down drinking and talking. But I ain't been to no clubs like Prime Time, Envy, or any place else. I just been chilling.
You excited for holiday?
I mean, not really. It's holiday for kids, it ain't really for grown folks. Or everybody, I see these memes, everybody talking about these matching pajamas for Christmas. That to me, Frank, why do people so water for that shit? I don't even wear pajamas.
Matching pajamas, and they sending the Christmas gifts to the other host the next day.
I mean, it only makes sense. Make sure everybody happy. You know what I mean?
Oh man, that ain't none of my business though.
You know someone who doing that?
No, I just
you want to drop no name?
no, bro. I ain't know no one personally doing that.
What you got planned for Christmas? How much?
I don't know.
How much gifts you gotta buy?
I don't know. I don't know what I have planned for Christmas. I plan to get out here for sure. I plan to be off the island, but we'll see how that goes. Yeah, I ain't got nothing going on this weekend. I'll see how the weekend goes when it gets here.
We expecting a little bit of this next year anyway.
I would hope so. I would really hope so. I think I need one by now. If you're listening out there, I'm kidding. But yeah, man, we'll see how it goes. Huh? Yeah, you need one long
y'all
time.
niggas
You knocking on 40
Y'all
dollars.
niggas almost 40, man. Y'all overdo. Y'all overdo. I mean, that's a good thing with men. The men could always have kids.
Yeah, we get all
you know.
this.
But
I don't want to be close to 40 and I dealing with a toddler.
That's the thing. That's my thing. You ain't gonna enjoy them as much.
No, I far from 40, Thomas. Fuck off, right?
Boy, you be closer than you think. Did you spin around? You were 38.
Shit,
you know what I mean? So
I fucking farting something up next year. All right then. We give a gunshot for this. But yeah, we'll see how it goes. We'll see how this holiday goes. For me, I plan to enjoy myself though. Last couple holidays been so we can see how do something nice.
I think we put too much emphasis on these things, man. It's just days made up by man, man. You know
That's
what
true.
I mean?
That's true.
So I don't really trip over them. I don't care about gifts. And no, I care about the kids because that's what they're my frame still there, you know. So
that's what the holidays more so about for me.
Yeah, it's for the kids.
Like I got nieces and stuff like that, so to see them happy about these things, that's cool with me.
Yeah. Other than that, my girl ain't gotta get me no gift. I ain't gotta get it for no girls. I good. I give you some good Christmas acts. You know what I mean? Be good. Once, but I feel like, and for me, I like memories. If we having a close setting and everybody drinking, having a good time, and everybody had fun, I like that.
Yeah, like
I don't need a gift. You know what I mean?
I prefer the memories more than anything. So that's why I enjoy going away, or doing some type of traveling during the holidays because I prefer those memories. I prefer to be around family than more so anything. So holidays for me more about family. But yeah, this was a great pod. I don't have anything else to talk about. I don't know if you do. If we don't, we could get the fuck out of here.
Right.
Cause yeah. Let's make this boys trip happen next year for sure though. Trinidad we coming. Panama we coming. DR we coming. We coming somewhere.
Yeah, sounds good.
I could be coming when they coming.
That's the plan.
May the universe grant us serenity to accept the things we can't change, the courage to change the things that we can, and the wisdom to know the difference. Until next time, we are out of this bitch.